Welcome, everybody, to the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your MC, your voice of reason, your trivia master, Davo. With me, as always, is Kels.
Bonjour.
And Neil.
How come Kels always gets to go first?
Because he's on my left. You want me to do that again?
No. Fine. I don't care.
Well, if you haven't figured it out, the other gentleman is Neil.
Neil's feeling a little surly. He's on a bit of a losing streak.
Do we have to bring that up every show?
I think we do.
I prefer to think of it as a not winning streak.
Look at the positive side of life. I like that. Well, this category I get to read this time because I won last week with Kels' wonderful topic. And I've wanted to ask this. This is one of my favorite topics, one of my favorite things in life. I love it. I'm very excited. This week's topic is Batman.
Oh, boy.
All manner of things about Batman.
I could either do really well or, terribly with this, but I'm excited.
Yeah. So Neil, how do you feel about this category?
He's the guy with the cape, right?
Yeah. Yeah, pointy ears?
I'd be in trouble with the movies. I think I've only seen one or two of the Batman movies.
Well, Batman transcends movies, transcends comics, is a cultural icon. So we're going to get started with basic Batman stuff. Basic Batman. All right? So what year did Batman make his debut?
I'm locked in. We need the exact year. We get a range.
I'll give you a range. Within 2 years.
I'm locked in.
I'll be nice and give you a range. But honestly, in my opinion, you should know this.
And there's that super nerdy part he was talking about.
Sorry, it comes out. Sorry.
That's fair. But
accessibility.
I'm locked in.
Neil, what do you have?
1938.
Kelvin, what do you have? Kels, what do you have?
I'm on 1941.
You are both within the range of 2 years, I think. Let me think. 1939.
39, yeah.
Yeah. So you are...
I didn't want to say 39 for some reason.
Same year as a year after Superman.
That's the one I was trying to gauge. I thought Superman was like 39.
Yes. Well, this next question I now realize might be a little super nerdy. But we'll go with it. In what issue did he debut?
Okay, I'm locked in. I don't feel great about it, but I'm locked in.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the comic, but I don't know which issue for sure.
Okay. Well, let's go with Kels. What do you got?
I went with Detective Comics number 4.
Okay.
I went with Detective Comics number 10.
I will tell you both that you are incorrect. You are correct about the comic book, but the issue was number 27. Question number 3. What are the names of the co-creators of Batman? This one is this one has a added trivia nugget, which is a bit super nerdy. So I'll give you what is the name of the most commonly known creator of Batman. And you'll get full credit for that. If you give me the accredited co-creators, I'll throw you a bone.
I'm locked in with the one part, and I might have the second one, but I think it's wrong.
Okay.
Because I'm mixing. But I'm locked in.
I put down a name, but then I realized I think that's the guy that did The Walking Dead. So, Kirkman.
Kirkman did The Walking Dead.
I've eliminated Lee.
Good.
Whole nother thing there with Lee.
Yes.
And I think that guy was Batman or Superman. I don't know. I'm going to know it when you say it. I've heard it a zillion times, but I'm not going to recall it.
Well, let's go with Neil to get that one.
I'm thinking that this is, if I'm even close, it's probably Superman, but I put Spielman.
You're close to one of the creators of Superman, Spiegel.
Spiegel, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I went with Bob Kane.
Bob Kane is correct.
And the other one I wrote down, I'm pretty sure was Marvel, was Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby was both. He was an artist for both DC and Marvel, so you didn't get the bonus part right. But Bob Kane is correct. Now the trivia nugget comes in with the other co-creator, Bill Finger. Now he and his estate, he died in 1974. His estate sued to just get name recognition, no monies or anything like that. He finally got credited in 2015 because he was credited with creation of the Joker, but they worked at the same time, and there was a really great documentary on Netflix about it. If you have any interest in comic book stuff at all, it really is fascinating how the inner workings of it goes.
Okay, I have to check. What's the name of it?
Don't remember the name of it. Look up Batman documentary.
Okay, yeah, I think
Sorry,
that'll
but
work.
it was on Netflix. I think that's another product of the Netflix age. There's this thing on Netflix. So this one's a fun question, I think. Question 4. We all know that Batman's alter ego is Bruce Wayne. We also know that he is very rich. So within $1 billion, what is Bruce Wayne's personal net worth, according to a 2015 Forbes article? You locked in, Neil?
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Kels?
I went with 50 billion.
Okay. Neil?
I went with 8 billion.
The correct answer is $9.2 billion. Very good job, Neil.
Not good enough.
You're within a bill. You're within. Oh,
No, I'm not.
You're off by 200,000. Well, Wayne Enterprises has an annual revenue of $31.3 billion. You guys interested in a trivia nugget?
Yes, always.
Bruce Wayne is the third richest character in comic books.
Third richest.
Third.
In comic books. So
In comic books.
Lex Luthor,
No.
Tony Stark.
Yes. Number 2.
Number 1 in comics.
Richie Rich.
Good guess, but no. The actual answer is King T'Challa, Black Panther. Forbes put his worth at $90 trillion because of the value of the vibranium in Wakanda. $90 trillion. It's a made-up metal. We can't. But given the scarce, they given real-world facts and figures. So, Neil, after the first round of Batman Basics, what have you got?
It is surprisingly, Neil is in the rear again, getting one of the 4 questions. Kel has got 20, so 10 to 20.
Our next category in Batman is surprisingly going to be music. Now, we all know from a long time ago the theme song to the beloved Batman TV show from the 60s. True or false? Did the Batman theme song chart?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Neil?
I said true.
I also said true.
The answer is true. It made it to number 17 in the United States. A cover of the theme song made it to number 17 in the United States, performed by the Meerkats. Question 2. Batman had Bat Dance by Prince. Remember the song Bat Dance? And Batman Forever had Kissed by a Rose by Seal. What was the marquee pop hit from Batman Returns?
From Batman Returns? That was
Batman Returns. There is a pop song in Batman Returns.
I'm locked in.
The Bat theme, the Bat movies, the Burton Bat movies, and the Schumacher Bat movies tended to have their score and one pop hit. Batman had a few from Prince.
I'm locked in with an answer. If it's right, I will leave right now.
Well, let's see. If you're leaving and cutting this podcast short.
Okay. I wrote down, "That's What I Like About You."
I wish that was the song, but no. That's amazing. I want to hear that now.
I said "Wind Beneath My Wings," which I don't think that's even the name of the song, is it?
It is the name of a song, yeah, by Bette Midler from the movie Beaches, which is not Batman or Batman Returns.
Where in the movie would I have heard this song?
When Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne are at the ball, the masked ball.
That's the scene I was thinking about, but
It's in the background.
yeah. What's the song?
The song is called Face to Face by Susie and the Banshees.
Yeah, I had no chance of getting that. That was the pop hit.
That's the pop hit. It charted. It was their biggest hit. Go Susie. Question number 3. It's a true or false. Danny Elfman scored the Christopher Nolan directed trilogy of films.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Okay. Neil?
True? Maybe?
Kels?
I want false.
The answer is false.
Did Hans Zimmer do the Dark Knight trilogy?
He did. He did indeed. With a little bit of help from James Newton Howard. Question 4 in music. What is the name of the dance done in the original TV series that was paid homage to in Pulp Fiction?
I'm locked in. I was waiting on this question, honestly. It was that fastball, like right over the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something popped in my head, but I don't know why, and it seems really obscure. So
I'm interested. Are you locked in, Neil?
yeah,
I want to hear what you have to say.
for some reason, the word Watusi popped into my head, so that's what I answered.
You're so close. What do you have, Kels?
The Batusi.
It's the Batusi.
Of course it is.
You were knocking on the door.
Oh, it was right there.
Well, no, I would never in a million years would have guessed what Batusi. I thought
Everything's bad. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. And in the dance scene in Pulp Fiction, when they're doing this and moving their fingers in the V formation over their eyes, that is the Batusi. So what score update?
I'm just gonna give up.
Well, you're an integral part of this podcast. You can't give up.
It is Neil with 20 and Kels with 50.
Well, we're entering into the third category of the show, which is movies. We all see there are a bunch of Batman movies out there. We've all seen a lot of Batman stuff. Batman movies is next. Question number 1. Within 2, how many movies has Batman appeared in?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Well, Neil got this one super quick. He was like, I'm writing something down. What do you got?
Well, the reason I wrote something down really quickly is because I really don't have any way of judging this. I mean, I know there's been a bunch, but there's probably been a bunch I don't know about.
Okay.
So I just picked a number out of the air with 15.
Okay.
I wrote down 10.
The correct answer is 13.
I'll take that.
13. Would you like to hear those 13?
Can I name you my 10?
Please name me your 10.
It was the Batman from 66.
Mm-hmm.
Batman from 89.
Yes.
Batman Returns.
Yes.
Batman Forever. Batman and Robin. Batman Begins. Dark Knight Trilogy. Dark Knight Rises. Batman vs Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League.
You forgot Suicide Squad. And
that would have gave me the right. That would have gave me enough.
And there were 2 movies in the 40s that featured Batman.
There was that gangster looking one, yeah.
Batman was the title from July 16th, 1943. and Batman and Robin from June 26th, 1949. Grand total of 13 right now.
For a wild ass guess, it wasn't bad.
Well, I think this one will help you. This next question, because it does require numbers, and potentially on your part a wild ass guess. Within 4, how many Oscar winners have appeared in movies featuring Batman? Within 4.
Just movies, not TV shows.
Just movies.
I'm locked in.
For our regular listeners, I like to think of Kels as Mr. Lister. Loves lists. One of those lists he loves is Oscar winners.
This is true.
So we may be entering into that territory where he's overthinking.
I'm going to lock in with this.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
Well, I want to see how... I'm very curious about Neil's guess. Because one of the things that Neil has said is he doesn't really care about Oscars.
He doesn't care about awards.
Awards. So this is not in his wheelhouse, but I want to see where he went with this.
Well, not only do I not care that much about the awards system in general, but I also don't know much about superhero movies in general. So I started going through the people that I know were in movies, Batman movies, and I got like a couple of the actors, like that one guy.
Yeah, I like his work. That one.
And then no, because I'm pretty sure Michael Keaton and Christian Bale both won Oscars, and they were both Batmen, right? Mm-hmm. And then there was a Jack Nicholson. I feel like probably Schwarzenegger has won one at some point for something that he's done.
Kindergarten Cop is a masterpiece.
But maybe he hasn't. And then I realized that was about the extent of my knowledge of actors in Batman movies.
Right.
Pretty sure Meryl Streep was never been in one.
She could have been Batman, got an Oscar nomination.
So I kind of stopped there and thought, 15 was good for me in the last question, so I'm going to go with 15 this time.
Rolling with 15.
I wrote down 11 and then realized I left off 2.
So you wrote down 11.
Yeah.
Okay. The correct answer is 17.
17?
17. I have a list. Would you be interested in hearing the list?
Can I go along with you?
Yeah.
All right. So there is Jack Nicholson.
Yes.
Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes.
Christian Bale.
Yes.
Michael Caine.
Yes.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Viola Davis.
She's not on my list.
But she
what,
did.
What movie was she in?
She was in Suicide Squad.
I didn't. Oh, she was, wasn't she? So yes. So the
and what was the other one? Jared Leto. Sorry.
My question was written before Gary Oldman won the Oscar.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while.
So we're gonna go with the answer I have right here.
Gotcha. So who was that leaving off? I'm gonna be really mad.
Ben Affleck.
You said for acting. He hasn't won an acting Oscar.
But he's an actor who has won an Oscar.
But you said acting Oscar.
I didn't say acting Oscar. I said
He asked. He asked acting.
Okay. We might have to read-hear this question. So you'll get credit for Viola Davis and
Jared Leto.
No, Gary Oldman.
Jared Leto has won one before.
Yes, he's on the list.
Oh, okay, I thought you were just saying he wasn't included.
You're getting feisty.
Yes, I am.
I got to take off. I got to take off of my list. I got to take off George Clooney. Oh, he won for acting, so never mind.
Oh, damn, he was Batman. So
Yeah, George Clooney.
I blocked that movie out.
Kim Basinger.
Did she win for L.A. Confidential?
She did.
I was always on the fence about that.
Marianne Cotillard.
I had her.
Anne Hathaway.
Forgot about her.
Jack Palance.
City Slickers.
Yep.
Jack Palance.
And Jeremy Irons.
Reversal of Fortune.
Yeah. Congratulations, Neil. Question 3. The Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy can be considered a critical and box office success by any measure. What is the total worldwide box office amount for the trilogy within 500 million?
Locked in.
Okay.
Locked in.
Okay. Kels.
I went with 3.2 billion.
Okay.
I went with 2.2 billion.
The correct answer is $2,460,700,000.
Sounds about right.
So, what was it? 2 point what?
2.46. So you're within the margin of error. You are not, Kels. Just a titch outside.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay. You're getting a little hostile over there. I can tell. Because you feel like this is your wheelhouse. You feel like this is your jam.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because I don't want any bad karma coming my way.
In the question 4, in Batman 1966, who were the 4 members of the United Underworld who, using Commodore Schmidlap's dehydrator, turns the members of the United World Organization Security Council to dust? Yes, that literally happened.
Do we have to get them all?
Yes.
I ain't gonna get the 4th one. I know that.
You know what? I'll be nice because Kels is struggling a bit with his temper.
I don't want help.
Oh, you don't want any help?
No, I don't.
Oh, wow.
I
Neil,
will
do you
not-
want the
I
help
will-
that I was going to offer the group?
I will not take pity. So,
Pride goeth
it's,
before a fall, my friend.
it's not fair for Neil.
You get help for universal help for both of you.
But the way you prefaced it, you was like, because Kels is
I prefaced it because you're getting a little spicy over there.
No.
A little spicy.
I'm mad at myself, not at the question.
You're hating the player, not the game, which is appropriate.
Yes. And the player is me.
So are you guys locked in?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, let's go with Neil.
I just named 4 villains: Joker, Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman.
Okay.
I have the exact same 4.
Well, you are both correct.
Wow.
About time. Neil swept the category.
They were the United Underworld.
United Underworld. I didn't think it would be King Tut.
Yeah, Egghead.
Calculator.
Yeah.
Oh, the 60s.
So, Neil, let's get a recap after that category.
Well, at halftime, it's a tie game, 60-60.
Wow, halftime. That's great. I'm loving it. So, back from halftime, we have Batman on television. Batman on television. Question 1. What network did Batman premiere on in January of 1966? And for you kids out there, network TV in the 60s essentially had 3 channels.
This is just a guess. I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. I'm locked in, though.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
What have you got, Kels?
On with CBS.
I said ABC.
Neil's string of guesses is absurd at this point. ABC is the correct answer. It ran for 3 seasons and 120 episodes in 3 seasons. It was a lot. It shrank, but it's a lot of episodes for 3 years. Or twice a week. It was twice a week for a while.
Really?
Yes.
People couldn't wait to tune in next time.
Couldn't wait to tune. Same bat time, same bat
channel, which was ABC.
Question number 2. What year did the outstanding Batman, the animated series, premiere on Fox Kids? Is it 1990, 1992, or 1994?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in too, but I don't feel good about it. I went with 94.
I said 92.
Neil is on a streak. Unbelievable. 1992 is the correct answer. Kelvin is simmering in rage. Delicious rage sauce. Question number 3. How many times did Batman team up with Scooby-Doo?
Locked in.
Okay.
Locked in?
I got to go with Neil because this has been amazing. Yeah. Neil?
I know that it was at least once, and so I padded it a little bit and said 3.
I went with 2.
The streak is over. Kels is correct. It was 2. Those episodes were the Dynamic Scooby-Doo Affair and the Caped Crusader Caper.
I remember those 2 episodes.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were really good.
I was always a fan of those. Those kids were in serious danger.
Question number 4. The first season of Super Friends in 1973 featured Batman and Robin, as well as which other heroes? There are 3 correct answers. I will give you 5 points if you get 2, and 10 points if you get all 3. For an additional 5 points, name the quirky sidekicks to the Super Friends.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Neil, what do you have?
I think, well, I don't really have any independent recollection of this, so I just went with the obvious ones of Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Superman, because I know that they seem to be always in the Super Friends.
Okay.
And for the sidekicks, I wasn't exactly sure what you were aiming for. I put the Wonder Twins.
You were not in the first season for your sidekicks, but you are correct with your heroes. So 10 points for Neil.
I also got Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. I put Crypto, like the super dog.
Oh, you're on the right track. It's not Crypto. Crypto is Superman's dog. You have 10 points for yours. The quirky sidekicks were Marvin, Wendy, and Wonder Dog.
Wonder Dog. I knew it was a dog. Yeah.
Marvin and Wendy were just 2 teenagers who hung out with superheroes.
We're in serious danger.
Who were in serious danger. Marvin, for some reason, wore a green cape. I don't know why. End of round 4. Neil, can you give me some scores, please?
He's got a 20-point lead at least.
10 points.
10? Oh.
Yeah. It's 90 to 80.
This is a good game. This is a good game. So category 5 is, well, anybody who really knows me knows that I like Robin. You can't have a Batman without a Robin.
Yes, you can.
You can, but it kind of sucks. Anyway, we're moving on to the questions all about Robin. Your derisive comments are not needed.
It's not derisive.
So we're going to start with a Robin basic. What year did Robin debut?
I'm locked in.
Okay. Neil?
Well, I'm pretty sure you said that there was a Batman and Robin movie in 1949, so I knew it was before then. And
My thought process.
that was just, then I just kind of guessed 42.
42.
I'm on 47.
47. The correct answer is 1940. Robin debuted 11 issues after Batman. In Detective Comics 38. Question 2, where did Robin get his name? And I will accept 2 answers. There are 2 divergent answers that I will accept as correct, because canon can change over the decades.
All right, I'm locked in.
I got it.
Okay, Kels.
I went with when his brother's trapeze broke, his father said that he flew in like a robin to save him.
All right, I'm just going to say no right now.
Dude, that was in Batman Forever.
Yeah, well, Batman Forever is not no.
I'm just telling you what was in the movie.
Okay, but no.
So that's the Robin origin story I got.
Well, that is a Robin origin story. That is not one of the comic book canonical. Neil?
You know, I forgot that he was like a trained acrobat, and that was why he was kind of his thing. I just put because he has hollow bones.
And I changed my answer to Neil's answer.
You can, because you're both wrong. But that's a fantastic answer. So he got his name from 2 sources, depending on the age. Robin Hood, inspired by Errol Flynn. Right. And literally the bird, because he has a red breast. His top is red.
I thought you meant like he as a person had a red breast.
No, his uniform is red.
I thought that was too obvious that he was named after the bird.
His mom called Mary Grayson called him her little Robin, because their circus attire was the red and the green,
and it's a name that strikes fear into your enemies
or laughter.
Whatever works, man. Ridicule. Question number 3. Robin famously died at the hands of the Joker in 1988's A Death in the Family storyline. What made this death so notable? And here is your hint. It involved the readers of the comics.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Kels?
It was a result of a fan vote.
Neil?
Yeah, based on your hint, I'm assuming that there was a reader poll that should Robin live or die.
This was a very famous poll. You were both correct. The DC released 2 900 numbers that you could call. One for if Robin would live and one for if Robin were to die. And Robin, or Jason Todd, lost 5,343 to 5,271.
That's tight.
It's pretty close.
I'm glad that it was that tight and not like it was 9 to 1.
It was a very close vote.
And it probably cost $3 to call in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they made money.
They made some cash on that. Question 4 on Robin. Name 2 actors to have portrayed Robin on screen.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Neither one of you look confident.
I don't feel good about the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, I know one of them for sure, but I'm not sure about the second one.
So let's see what you guys know, Neil.
Well, the first one that I'm positive on is Burt Ward.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say, was it Chris Pine?
It's a Chris, but not Pine. He probably has the Chris.
Yeah, it's Chris O'Donnell.
Yes.
And this is where it got dicey for me because I blanked on Burt Ward. Yeah. Just the whole Batman movie, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Technically not Robin. Didn't wear the costume. Yes, but that's very good. I like that. So you had Burt Ward and Chris O'Donnell. You had Douglas Croft and Johnny Duncan from the movies in the 40s.
Man, Man, Johnny Duncan.
Johnny Duncan.
It's like my favorite actor.
Love Johnny Duncan. His work in that thing is really great.
Him and Denzel. This is like the peak of like acting.
Was that half points or no points?
We'll give you half points. Each take half points. That one's a little tough. You get 5ers for that one. So what are the scores now, Neil?
Okay. At the end of the 5th round, I've got 105 for Neil and 95 for Kels.
Ooh, very tight game. I love it. The final category for Batman is you can't have a Batman without Gotham City. So these are questions about Gotham City. Question 1. What East Coast state is the home of Gotham City?
Man, I'm locked in, but I feel I'm wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear how I could logic this out. I just made another guess.
I want to hear your another guess because you're doing great on guessing today.
I mean, it seems like it's New York.
Okay.
I want Pennsylvania.
Well, the correct answer is New Jersey.
That was my second guess.
And you logic it out this way. Gotham City was another nickname of New York, but you can't use New York. You're not allowed to use New York because at the time they weren't going to use real cities. They wanted to create their own place. So you move all vestiges of New York out of there, so you put it in New Jersey. Some people have said it's based on Trenton, New Jersey.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's logical enough, but that's how you could logic it out.
I want Pennsylvania because of in the Dark Knight Rises, they were in Pittsburgh.
They were in Pittsburgh, yes. Well, in the Dark Knight, they were in Chicago. Question number 2. Which is larger, Gotham City or Metropolis? And we're going larger by population.
I'm locked in.
And this is almost this is a textbook case of overthinking it. I love it. Kels?
I scratched out Gotham City twice.
Yeah.
Metropolis. So I'm really going to kick myself.
Okay. Neil?
I think Metropolis just sounds bigger, so that's what I went with.
The correct answer is Metropolis. Which, if you're curious, has been placed in Delaware.
Superman grew up in Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moved to the big city.
Moved to the big city.
In Delaware.
But am I wrong in that in Batman versus Superman, they were like right across the river from each other?
They're very close to each other.
Across the bay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very, very close to each other. So, but New Jersey is very close to Delaware. Yeah. They share Wilmington, Delaware, and Wilmington, New Jersey are shared. It's split. Yeah, there's cities that are split. Question 3. We're talking about Gotham City, and you can't have Gotham City without the Gotham City Police Department. Name 2 current or former members of the Gotham City Police Department. Think big. You can think outside of comic books. To be fair, because the comic books has like 45 members. Because there was a comic book called GCPD. Yeah.
So movies count too.
Yeah. For the purposes of this question, yes. As we've gone along, I have realized something about this question. You guys aren't as nerdy about Batman as I am.
I love them. Your knowledge is towering.
Just 2.
I'm locked in.
I'm also locked in.
Neil?
Well, there's the very obvious Commissioner Gordon.
Yep.
And then from the 60s TV show, there was an Irish cop.
Yes.
Kind of the prototypical Irish cop. And
Yes.
I cannot remember his name.
I can't either.
So I just guessed O'Hare.
It's amazing.
It's just stunning. Stunning. You are so... I want to hear Kelvin's first because we got to talk about this.
I got Jim Gordon.
Yes.
And get me Lieutenant Eckhart.
Yes, Lieutenant Eckhart. You could have gone with Harvey Bullock, Renee Montoya. There are many, many answers I would have accepted for this one. She was not, but Dick Grayson was for a time in a comic book somewhere. So you both get full credit for this answer. I'm going to give it to you because you guessed O'Hare, and it's Chief O'Hara. That is such a deep dive into whatever brain stew you've got going on. You've got to get some credit for that.
Like, dude, every play is a Hail Mary that you connect on.
It's getting scary.
Like the coverage is non-existent. It's just launchable.
Well, I mean, I've kind of been, I haven't told you guys this, but I actually wrote a book about the history of Batman.
Neil, I wish, man.
I was worried for a second. It's like, man, it's making sense.
The final question about Batman. And, we're kind of lacking, we've been lacking one of our staples here on the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. So, I think this one will work for you, Neil. Name the Gotham City football team depicted in The Dark Knight Rises. We were missing out on one of our staple categories. We were missing some sports. And Gotham City does have a rich tradition of sports. Ish.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in with a wrong answer.
All right. See, you're a liar because you've been guessing very well.
He probably knows the coach.
Yeah.
Starting quarterback.
So let's see what you believe the answer to be.
I went with the Rogues.
Okay. And Neil.
I said the Bats.
Well, you are wrong. Wrong. Kelvin, you are right.
No.
Yes, they are the Gotham Rogues.
Still.
Yes. Gotham Rogues.
At the end of the 6th round, before the big final question, we have a tie game at 125.
Oh my gosh. This is exciting. Because this category is going to be good. Your category is, well, you can't have Batman without villains. Bat villains. Now, we have a way to do this, but since you guys are tied, this will actually work. It worked out perfectly for me. I would like to do bidding. The winner of the bid, I want you to go back and forth stating how many Bat villains you can name. You may bounce back, or similar to Name That Tune. You bounce back and forth saying how many you can name. If you are successful, you get 1 point. If you are not successful, you lose 1 point. For example, I would say I can name 20 Bat villains. It is then your option to say, go ahead.
Gotcha.
Or to say that you could name 21.
Yes, correct.
I could say that.
You could.
Yeah.
I just picked a number. I'm not sure I could name 20. I could name 20. Yeah, I can name 20. So I'm going to start the bidding for you guys at 1. We'll start at 1. We will flip a coin. Neil, you may start the bidding.
I can name 3 Bat villains.
I can name 4.
Can I name 5?
Neil, yeah, you can. I believe in you. You can name 5.
I could name 5.
You can name 5?
Yeah.
I can name 6.
See, I know you can. That's the problem.
I'm just waiting on you to go to 7.
I can name 7.
You can name 7?
Yeah.
I can name 8.
There's no way I'm going to get 9.
Hold up. So if
you name your 8, you receive a point and he loses a point. If you fail to name 8, he wins the point and you lose a point.
Okay. Joker, Harley Quinn, Clayface, Scarecrow, Catwoman, Penguin, Riddler, Killer Croc.
That is 8. Congratulations, Kels. Could you have named a different one?
Mr. Freeze.
Yes, that's...
Someone said King Tut earlier.
Yes.
But I wouldn't have gotten, like, the Scarecrow. I wouldn't have gotten that. I wouldn't have thought of Harley Quinn because she wasn't in any of this
That you saw.
that I've ever seen. Except for the Suicide Squad. There were a couple others you said. The Clayface? Clayface? Nah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
But you had villains like Two-Face.
I probably wouldn't have recalled Two-Face.
Bane.
Bane?
The Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a loser for me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Was it Calculator Man?
Calculator's in there. Calendar Man is in there.
He's got some Egghead.
Victor Zaz.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul is a major one. Well, so the final scores are
126 to 124.
126 to 124. That was a great game, you guys. Thought you did very, very well. Congratulations, Kels.
Thank you. Like that's it. Like I won.
You won.
What do I win?
Look at Neil's face. That's what you win.
That's cold-blooded.
With that, you've been listening to the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am Davo with
Kels.
And
this is Neil.
Signing off.
Hey, if you want to get some more information about us, check out our webpage at brainladletrivia.com. Also, if you want to look us up on Twitter, we're at Ladle Brain, and our Facebook page is Brain Ladle Trivia. The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.